We quietly wait outside this door, inside the closed walls of the Vatican. We're not far from the Pope's residence, a simple building where he lives with other priests, famously choosing to forego the grand papal apartment. We're told in a moment the doors will open, the Pope will emerge. Instead, the door opens, they wave me inside. The Pope asking for a moment to meet before the cameras. Then our walk to the room where he knows we are about to connect him with hundreds of Americans across the country, a virtual papal audience, a conversation with them. We tell him there are many families, many young people in America who will follow his American trip on television. And as we head into the room, a smile, surprise at the scope of the crew. He knows our cameras are in 3 cities he won't be able to visit, a school in Chicago, in Los Angeles, and a church in McAllen, Texas, on the U.S.-Mexico border.
Su Santidad, es un gran honor estar con usted aquí en el Vaticano y muchas gracias por su tiempo hoy.
Lo hago con gusto.
We tell him we are honored to be here, and we begin.
And we are curious if you have a message before your visit to the United States.
Un saludo grande.
He tells us a big greeting to the Catholic community of the United States and to everyone, all of the citizens of the U.S. And when 19-year-old Marcus in Los Angeles asks the Pope why his trip to the U.S. is so important,
it's a great honor to meet you.
Para mí es muy importante.
He says, for me, it is very important to meet with you all, the citizens of the U.S., who have your history, your culture, your virtues, your joys, your sadness, your problems, like everyone else. There were many questions and stories of adversity and survival. Valerie, 17 from Chicago, who has struggled with a rare skin disorder her whole life. She sought music to survive the bullying. And after the tears in front of the Pope, an unexpected request from Pope Francis. And that request in English.
Valerie, I would like to hear you singing. May I ask of you to sing a song for me?
We were all unsure if she would sing.
Be courageous.
Junto a ti, María, como niño quiero estar. Tómame en tus brazos, guíame en mi caminar.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
Una canción para el Papa es difícil.
The Pope talking to single mothers, to students, even surprising an American nun, tackling issues, immigration, abortion, education. We have never seen anything quite like it from a Pope, but this Pope, after all, is already breaking the mold. From the moment the world met him on that balcony, wearing white, a simple cassock.
Buonasera.
Even with a limo waiting, he instead chose to ride in a van with some of the very cardinals who had just named him Pope. He returned to the hotel to pay the bill himself. He often now rides in a Ford Focus, telling priests and nuns to drive humble cars. And we saw it right here in Rome. The nuns waving to us. Pope Francis has never used a computer, owned a cell phone, but he is on Twitter. Tweets are approved by the Pope himself. He has 22 million followers. His messages retweeted more than any other leader in the world, 8 times the rate of President Obama. The first ever selfies with a Pope, spreading worldwide within seconds of being snapped. And with millions waiting with their phones in America, one more message before he arrives.
Do you have a message for America before your visit, a parting message?
Que rezo por ustedes.
He said, I'm praying for all of you, the people of the United States, and I ask you to pray for me. Our time with Pope Francis here today. And a number we came across here in his first full year as Pope, 5.9 million visitors came here to the Vatican. That's nearly triple the number before him. And he's about to bring that energy to America. Later tonight, right here, we'll take you along the route where Pope Francis will visit when he comes to the U.S. and what the Pope has already said about what he misses most after becoming Pope. And Friday night, right here, a special edition of 2020, the Pope and our virtual papal audience with Americans in 3 different cities, their questions for him, their moments with the Pope from our time inside the Vatican. That's Friday night at 10, right here.